Well, day two. We're down here today, and we've come to a different mark today. We've come further down river towards the mouth. Reason being, a lot of guys fishing it yesterday, and with the numbers what were pulled out, I think it was 270 odd guys fishing, and there was 5 fish caught up to 111. It's pretty hard going, and to be honest, I don't really know why. I'm not sure if it's the temperatures. I haven't brought the fish in. I know there's a lot of flounder being caught off the beaches still around Exmouth and Dawlish area, and maybe that's the case. Having said that, we've been talking to a number of different anglers which said there's a lot of seals in the river as well. That could have a big effect on it. Either that or you don't know. Anyway, we're down on the mouth. We're going to be trying a mixed bag of really with rigs. I'm going to stick to what I was using yesterday, 2-hook flapper, but scaled down on the hook sizes. So I've got size 6s on today with a few attractors, and fingers crossed just to try and pull one out. Normally if I'm fishing for big flounder, I like to use a nice size bait. A lot of people look at the bait sizes and think that's way too big for flounder, but what I've found in the past is, and off a lot of different anglers what fishing for specimen flounder, that's the size of the bait they want. A big flounder has got a big old mouth on him, and it will take down a 2-0 hook with a nice full size crab, no problem at all. You look at the number of fishing. I know a guy from Plymouth, he's done very well on the team before. He fishes 30-pound amnesia and a 2-0 hook with a whole crab bait, and he's had a couple of fish over the 3-pound mark. So it's that when you're out there targeting these specimen flounders, that's what I normally tend to do. My biggest out this river is 215. I've had loads of the 2-pound and upper 2-pound mark, just trying to get out that 3-pounder really. But it's not the venue I'm at today with Rich, isn't a venue I've been to before. It's not a venue I'd come normally to try and target flounder, obviously trying to target the big ones. Normally I go up the back end of the river. But Rich has been here before, so we're going to go over to Rich now and he can tell you a little bit about the venue. I think he fished it a few years ago for the National Flounder Championships, and they had a few fish out on the day, so fingers crossed we can see one out. A couple of local guys which fished the venue yesterday and had one bite all day, so hopefully it gets better. That's all we can hope for, but at the end of the day we just got to put the effort in. So we're going to go over to Rich now and see how it's going. So, down on one of your marks today, mate.
We are, mate, yeah.
Fished it a few times in the past, you have, haven't you?
I have, yeah. I've fished this mark a few times. I think the last time I fished here was the Flounder Championships a few years ago now. Yeah. So it's, to be honest, it's more of a numbers mark. It's not really known for the really big fish.
You've had a tidy fish off here?
212 is the best I've had off here. So, and I think I placed. I can't remember where I placed in it, but I did place with that fish that year. But yeah, it's a numbers mark. Normally, when the fishing's good, it's a numbers mark. But obviously, they don't seem to be the numbers in the river at the minute. So,
like I was just saying, we've come more down to the mouth. Come down here today just to try and put a fish out.
Yeah,
we've got Eddie and Craig camped out all night on their mark.
No,
bless them. They've got the bibbies out and that. They've hit it hard, and they've obviously just stuck to their guns. The mark they're on produces some big fish. I've actually had my biggest fish at that mark.
Right.
But we've tried to cover all angles really. I know Bobby and that were further up with Will. And then we were at Coombe Cellars yesterday, so we tried to cover all different areas, but I think it was a wise decision today to come down
there. To be honest, as I say, I mean, this is just sort of a go-to mark for me when the fishing's hard.
Yeah.
You normally see numbers here, so...
Well, 111 is not the biggest fish to beat.
It's not. I mean, in the conditions, the guy's done really well, and fair play to him to get it out, but I mean, let's be honest, you know, normally for this comp, you wouldn't even weigh anything in under £2.
No,
so, no. You know, it's all still to play for, and I think... you know, a £2 flounder is fairly likely off here.
Yeah,
just got
a few local guys who fished where we are yesterday. They've moved up a little bit today.
They have, yeah.
They had one bite all day.
Yeah.
So it seemed to be not just the back of the river, all the river. It seemed to be.
Yeah, hard everywhere.
It's going to be a hard fishing. I hope we see a few fish out between everyone in the competition. I think everybody's obviously put the effort in and tried as hard as we can. And yeah, so we're going to go on to the bait now. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get you to demonstrate how you put the crab baits on. Obviously, we're scaling down the size of the baits today, and the rigs, obviously the venue we're fishing.
Well, you maybe.
Well, yeah, I'm going to go down anyway. But
yeah.
I just think it's one of them, and I think if I can get in with like a £1.8, £1.10, something like that, and a chance of getting a prize out.
Yeah, I think you'll place with that. I think, to be honest, if it's anything like yesterday, anybody that catches a fish over the minimum's gonna get a place. So,
so these crab we've got here, prime crab. We actually got them from Bobby Drew of the Timoth Club, and top condition.
Lovely crab.
Yeah. So we're going to go over to Rich now, and we'll go through exactly how he presents the crab for those flounder.
Right, so what I'm doing here is just preparing a peeler for a hook bait. It's pretty standard stuff. I would imagine most of you out there watching know how to take a peeler apart. The main thing I'd say is that there's normally a lot of talk about whether or not you should lung the crab, take the lungs out of the crab. I don't personally. I don't think it's necessary, to be honest. They, you know, the fish out there swimming, finding these crabs wouldn't sit there and pick the lungs out of them, so I don't think it makes any issue. So I'm normally quite careful with the way I peel the crab. I try and get most of the shell off if I can. I know a lot of people think I probably go to two extreme lengths really to get the shell off, but I just find it easier to bait up, to be honest. Right, so this one's about ready. It's just cut him straight down the middle with a pair of scissors, and then that's a lovely crab bait. One per hook, half a crab per hook. I take the legs and peel the legs off as well, and I normally try and leave a few. That one's no good. It's always the way. Just try and leave a few legs trailing off the bottom of the hook bait, so that it just gives a bit of attraction in the water, really.
Well, it's all kicked off. First rod's out. Time to get peeling. Mr. Albones is gone for a little speciality rig today, making use of having 3 hooks on one rig, mate, aren't you?
I am, mate. Yeah.
Gonna share the little secret?
Well, it's nothing dreadfully special, but obviously it's a 1-rod comp, so normally I'd fish 2 rods, one at range and one close in. So to get the best of both worlds, what I'm doing is casting out my wishbone rig at range into what I believe is the channel there, and then I'm putting a flyer on the line. So I cast out, and then I clip a long snood with a snap swivel onto the main line with a nice bait and a few attractors, and then lofting the rod high up in the air and letting that slide down the line and into the water, and then that flows freely in the tide. So that's my cunning little plan. So it's fished nice and close.
It's a good way of doing it, really, because you get to fish a bait out at distance, as you said, and you get to fish a bait in close.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
Basically, as it's dropping off there, that bait's laying right up on the side of the bank there now, isn't it?
It is.
So theoretically, hopefully, it will cover some area, and that's what floundering's about. Isn't it?
That's the theory. The thing to remember is put a bead on your main line above your trace, and then I just put a stop knot onto the shock leader just above that to stop the bead coming right up your line. But obviously, if you do catch a fish on the flyer, that's going to slide down to where your weight and everything is. You don't want it coming down over the top of your rig, because you just end up in a big tangle. But yeah, I've used it quite a few times. I use it a lot match fishing on the beach. It works very well for catching carfish and things, and I've done it a few times floundering, and it works sometimes. May not today, but it was worth a go.
Let's hope it works today, Big Rich, eh? Yeah,
let's hope so.
Don't know if you can see that then, probably not on the camera, but Rich rod's pulling right down, nice typical flounder bite, and it looks like the bottom one is had a go at, Rich, isn't it? Your bottom hook there, look, mate. Yeah, bottom hook.
Yeah, that one's been had.
Yeah, he was getting a nice pull down then.
Well, it was nodding away for a while. I'm a bit disappointed with that. I thought that was him swimming off.
Yeah, looked like it, mate.
Ah, well.
Get some more out. we've got the second cast out for the day so far. Rich just had one pulling off on his wishbone rig, as you just saw, but unfortunately nothing of it. Miniature bass. That took 2 days to catch. Not the flounder we're after, but perfect in miniature. Getting returned for another day now. Always best way of holding these bass in the mouth. There it goes. Fight another day. Well, it's not nice on the team front. Me and Rich been here now probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9 hours. 9 hours on this venue. And a couple of bites, but not turned into nothing. The wind's playing a big part in today. We've had rain, the wind is just blowing sand everywhere. We're trying to have bacon sandwiches earlier on. Wasn't happening. Ended up with a mouthful of sand. But Rich has got a little bite coming on here now, which he's sitting his hands on, and hopefully it develops into something. I've lost faith. I've definitely lost faith. It's challenging conditions, and the fishing is very, very slow. I know of one fish that's been pulled off of the back beach so far, just over a pound. So there's one flounder in the taking at the moment. Not sure what anybody else has had, but things aren't looking good. So it might be a case of today could be worse than yesterday. Let's hope not for all you anglers out there fishing it today. But Rich is steady pull down. I'm hoping this can turn into something. I really am, because we deserve a fish. So between us, we put a lot of hard work in, and even if it's a pound, it's something to be rewarded by. The over the moon for him if he pulls the fish in. But I'm literally fishing about, I don't know, 6 or 7 metres off the water line, just on the edge of the bank. But yeah, not happening in a minute, guys. Well, guys, what can I say? What are we going to say?
There's nothing to say, mate.
I'd like to say we were rubbish, but I don't think that's the words to describe it, to be fair.
Well, have we got 16 members on the team at the minute?
We've got Will up with Bobby and that. None of them have had a fish. We've had Craig and Eddie had some small bass. We've had a small bass.
So five dippers.
But it's 276 anglers yesterday, 4 fish out. There's one fish that I've heard of so far today. I'm hoping there's going to be a few more, but
we've tried everything, mate. We couldn't have done any more. We couldn't have done any more.
We couldn't. We've put everything we can into it.
Tried everything we could.
Different distances, different methods, changed the baits, popped the baits up, different lengths.
Fished close in, fished at range, fished in the gullies, fished on the banks, fished on the mud.
I really can't think what else we could have done, but
gone elsewhere.
I've enjoyed it. It's been a really good adventure, isn't it?
We've had fun, haven't we?
We've had fun.
Bit tiring, and
yeah, it's long.
That's fishing sometimes, though, isn't it? That's fishing.
Been kept warm. We've been getting out of the weather. We had the beach buddies. It's been pleasurable fishing. We've gone through so many crab, and that's it at the end of the day. But we're going to go over the awards now and see how they all got on. And fingers crossed, we can see something a bit bigger than 111. It'd be nice to see that £2, wouldn't it?
Somebody's got to have had it.
I hope we have anyway. Yeah. But I hope you've all enjoyed it. To be honest, if it wasn't for this production, I would have been back in bed probably about 4 or 5 hours ago.
I probably wouldn't have come.
I've lost interest a little bit now. Yeah. It's hard conditions, but hopefully we can make it up on the next year.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I'm sure it's bound to get better, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, I don't think it's I think it's a bit early still.
I just think it's been too mild.
Yeah, there's no cold conditions. They're still getting the flounders out around Dawlish and Exmouth off the beaches, so it's only a matter of time, and fingers crossed they'll enter the team. But we will be getting together with the Teignmouth lads on the up and coming months to do finish the production off and get a floundering session on the go, so fingers crossed we can get into some flounder then. But for me and Rich, it's been a pleasure as always, and we're going to go off to the event now and go through the awards and the weigh-ins, and fingers crossed we can see some more fish. So So as you can see, all lively, being returned. Joys of this flounder competition. All the fish can be returned to fight another day.
First of all, I'd like to thank our sponsors, without which we couldn't put on these rods. Enfield Specialist Construction Services, Civil Solutions, Plymouth Angling, Tackle Trader, Any Fish Anywhere, and Ziplex Rods. And a thank to Nick Sapuric, who built the rods. As we have no junior fish weighed in, we felt it was only right that the Ziplex rod went to a junior report of fish. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep that rod till next year, hopefully get another one, and then we'll put that with another prize as well. So what we're going to do is we put 6 rods in, and we're going to draw the names out of the hat. So 3 for Saturday, 3 for Sunday. All the names will be there.
6 juniors will go on with something.
6 juniors will go on with something. Yeah.
919. Jack Cockram. He's here. Well done for trying anyway. You want to turn around? Have a shot.
Harvey's not got one.
You might in a minute. Alright, mate? There you go. Alright.
Well done, mate.
Southerton! Well done, mate. There you go. Have your photo taken. 4.
Billy Schimmel.
Well done, mate. You're alright, well done. There's your rock, alright? Have a shot. 918. Got better than you.
Harvey Cockram.
Hey! He's not going to be outdone, is he? This is the last one, so apologies anyone that doesn't get it, let's hear it. 912.
Sonny Laws.
Yeah? At least you got something. Turn around, you're already shot taken. Well done.
Well done, mate.
Can you all hear me at the back? Lovely. Okay, the winner of the 2017 Flounder Championships here in Teignmouth with a fish of 211.2, winning £1,000 and £206 pool money, Adam Green. Get on, Greenie.
Oh, brilliant. And that way nice.
Yeah.
Then we move on to Saturday. I think we never forget Saturday. Best fish on Saturday, winning a Ziplex rod and pool money to the tune of £83 with a fish of 111.6. Tony Dunn.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah, he said go tie down. Well done, mate. You never thought we won 11.6 you get that, did you? Sorry, give me a check as well.
One this way, please.
Sorry, yeah.
So with the top of the rod, there's
In second place with a fish of 192, Steve Seddon.
Whichever one of those four you want.
Third place with a fish of 187, Dave Stanford.
Well done, Dave.
Hello,
David, all right,
In fourth place with a fish of 168, Leon Frost. Hey.
Did anyone check to see it was a flounder? Don't tell everybody. Cheers.
Well done, bud.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Finally, concluding the fish for Saturday with a fish of 106, David Langbridge. Well done.
He's been out of the
Have a quick one.
Okay, let's move on to Sunday. The first prize today, winning a Ziplex rod and £123 pull with a fish of 243, Bobby Rodaway. In second place with a fish of 191, believe it or not, Andy Smith. In third place with a fish of 180, Scott Channery.
We ain't got any split cane. Don't announce it, Chris.
Ladies and gents, before you go, just to conclude our evening of presentation, we'd like to present the local RNLI with a cheque for £250. Thank you very much. That concludes the presentation for this evening. Many thanks for your support over the weekend. Have a safe journey. We'll see you back here for the RNLI in December. Thank you very much. All the best.
Adam Green. Well done, mate.
Cheers,
Been
mate.
challenging, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
We found it really challenging, let's be honest. We've
Hard as
had
we can.
finger-sized bass. We've seen one flounder come up next to us at Hume Sellers yesterday. Did you fish the same mark both days?
No, fished. Looked some stats first day.
Did you? Any good?
2 schoolies all day.
Nightmare.
And then today we fished Charlie's
What
Beach.
time were you in the mark this morning?
2 o'clock.
Were you?
On the
Nice
dot,
and early.
yeah, nice
What
and
time
early.
did you have to fish?
Bang on high water, so
Yeah.
about midday-ish.
You placed twice as well, so you're in the right area.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we had one of my mate had
Yeah, he placed
one,
as well.
so
Yeah.
one after another, bang on
Yeah.
high tide, and that was it. So
I
had a
do,
little
mate.
bit of break in the water and the weather, mate, and that's when he come in.
£1,000 reacher. That's the way to do it.
Yeah, buzzing, mate.
Good
Absolutely.
competition as well, wasn't it? Nice to take part in.
Yeah.
First year fishing it really, but all the guys were brilliant. Nice to see the flounder go back as well. We
Yeah, it's good.
release and that.
Yeah. I mean, I've done it the last 4 years.
Have you?
Struggled to get a fish out.
Cracked it this year.
One thing I do want to say,
Yeah.
Martin Neal, took you 21 years and you still haven't won it.
There you
4th
go.
year, mate.
Cheers, buddy. All the best,
No worries.
mate.
Thank you very much.
Kev Tupper, absolutely cracking event, mate. I've really enjoyed doing it and covering it, so thanks very much for that, letting us do it. How have you found the turnout this year?
Turnout was brilliant.
It was.
Just the fishing turnout. That's
To be
fishing.
honest, the day made up for it though, didn't it? Because yesterday I didn't think today would be as good. to be fair.
It's lovely to see the big fish come in.
It is,
That's what it's all about.
And it's absolutely superb seeing the way they returned as well, because it's lovely to see the catch release side of things. And
Yeah.
as we witnessed, they all went back,
They do.
swimming freely.
That's the beauty of it, and see them all go back like that.
And obviously supporting local RNLI, so
Always.
a good thing.
Yeah.
Something what I always try and like do is charity very close to my heart as well, and it's something you can help out with the guys as well.
Well, they lend us the building, so you know, it's the very least we can do,
Yeah,
isn't it?
there is.
Yeah.
But all in all, good event.
Ideal. Yeah. Everyone's gone away happy.
Yeah.
Hopefully the juniors have gone away happy. The rod will be won next year.
See you again next year, mate.
Many thanks.
Cheers, buddy. So here we have the one and only Mr. Bobby Drew. Hello, mate. How have you found it? Hard?
Ridiculous.
Yeah?
Yeah, something's happened.
What do you think it is? Temperatures drop or
No,
seals
I
in the estuary or
Yeah, you saying to Will, you can fish
Yeah.
any month of the year
get flounder?
and catch flounder.
Yeah.
So something's happened.
Yeah.
They've been netted. Even if they were in the river not really feeding, you still pick up more
Where
fish.
you actually went as well was just a prime place to pick up the big
Yeah.
ones, and there was enough anglers up there to see it happen.
Well, if you put the hours wise of 20 people up there both days,
You're going to see a big
so
fish
it's
out.
like 280 hours and they want one
Yeah.
flounder.
Yesterday it was a lot of anglers. How many was 276 in total? And four, five fish turned out.
Yeah, well, 216 seniors, 10 juniors,
Yes,
and 5
five fish. That's hard going, isn't it?
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Made up for it today though. It was nice to see a few decent fish pulled out as well.
Well, yeah, you still, everyone wants that 1/3,
Yeah,
which should be a walk in the park without many anglers. But
you would think so, mate. You would think
Yeah.
so. It's been a privilege
Yes.
coming down and
Yeah.
doing it all. With
I've enjoyed
filming
it. Wow,
Yeah, it was
pleasure.
good. We see him very soon on the Specimen Hunter. He always need one now. I'm going to go and get smashed and fish for the camera.
Yeah, it's there.
And fingers crossed we can be here again next year. Cheers, guys.
See you later.